Bruce, it's good to see you, and we're happy today to be able to present you with the Jack Murray Award for Distinguished Rural Leadership. Jack Murray was an influential former mayor from International Falls, who was instrumental in the formation of the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities. And the award is given to CGMC elected officials who, upon their retirement, who have had really an outsized influence, not only in their own communities and rural Minnesota, but also through the work of CGMC. And so very pleased today to be honoring Bruce Imholte, who was on the Detroit Lakes City Council. And through his 20 years on the City Council, Bruce has really exemplified the kind of leadership that makes our communities, really great places to live, work, and play. And his reach in Detroit Lakes and in the area has really been far and wide, whether it's been service on the board of the Becker County United Way, the Lake Agassiz Regional Library Board, his involvement in building out the Heartland Trail in that part of the state, the Greater Minnesota Parks and Trails Advisory Commission committees, you name it. Bruce has been involved in so many things, both within his community and through the region generally. And when it comes to service to CGMC, Bruce was always a really familiar face at all of our events. I don't know that you missed too many of them through the years, whether it was conferences or the lobbying days down in St. Paul. Additionally, he served on the Economic Development and Transportation Policy Committees several times throughout his years. And then also recently served on the board of our Economic Development sister organization, the Greater Minnesota Partnership, and has been instrumental in helping the growth of that organization as well. And so no matter where it has been that Bruce has been needed, he has been there and certainly made significant and wide contributions, not only to the city of Detroit Lakes, which he loves, but the region as a whole, Greater Minnesota, and of course the CGMC. And so Bruce, I can't think of a more deserving recipient of this award. We are sure gonna miss you around CGMC and hope that you'll continue to be in touch. With that, would welcome you to say a few words as well.
Well, thanks, Bradley, and certainly honored to accept the coalition's Jack Murray Award. Feel very honored to do that. When I was first elected in 2001, former Detroit Lakes Mayor Larry Buboltz, who helped Jack Murray start the coalition. He was, if many of you know Larry, he was very active in the coalition through the years, and he encouraged me to become involved in CGMC, and I was glad I did. Well, the coalition has done a fantastic job of promoting and advocating issues for our members in our rural cities. I have always enjoyed the summer and fall conferences. You alluded to those, Bradley. I think those are great opportunities for council members and staff to get together. The conferences had great sessions relative to city issues. They were also good networking opportunities. I met a lot of good people through the coalition conferences, and of course the Flaherty and Hood staff was always very friendly and informative to us. Also, since I'm a political junkie, I have to mention this because you're online here, but I always enjoyed your presentations about the results of the elections, particularly as they related to Minnesota, but also nationally. And I think those presentations were always great because they were nonpartisan in nature, and they emphasized how it affected coalition members and what it meant to our issues. And I thought that was very important. And I will hopefully continue to tune in and get your analysis, and if you, I always enjoy it. Yeah, I have been on the annexation, the economic development, and the transportation committees for the coalition. And I guess my message out there is to other council members that locally on my council, as well as other cities, is get your members involved, participate in the committee structure, because you do have an influence with both the board of directors and the general membership and the directions you can take. And I think I can think of one area that the coalition board and membership was receptive to including multi-use trails as part of the transportation and economic development, and knowing how important those trails can be to our communities. So again, I want to thank the coalition and for presenting this Jack Murray Award to me.